Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And as you can probably tell, we should probably hop in that seat right there and hit the brakes, huh? I mean, look at that moon. It's gorgeous. And we are getting pretty darn close to it. Yeah. This is going to be fun. So, we got the new update in, and I am excited. Let's see, this button should do it. And we're an artificial gravity. There's no, doesn't look like there's any planet gravity as of yet, which is good news because if there was, oh yes, we're gonna kind of, it's trying to stop. We're slowly slowing down. You know what? I just realized I think we might still be on just thruster or just ion thrusters. Yeah, we are. Okay. If I do this, we're going to stop really fast. And there we are. We are not moving at all, which is good because we got a few things I want to do. I don't know what just happened there. I mean, we weren't moving. Why it would throw me like that, I don't know. There I am. Oh, thanks, Igor. You decided to grab all my stuff, didn't you? Oh, my inertial dampeners are not on. Still doesn't explain why I died, but that's okay. And, oh, where's my grinder? What did you do with my grinder? It's not anywhere in the... I'm going to have to make another one of those, aren't I? The new beta release is all here. If you hadn't already seen, I had released a quick little update because I wasn't able to get an episode out on Friday. You might also notice that nothing is purple. If it turns out that Keen had kind of just missed a little thing in their update, and they discovered it pretty quickly and put out a hot fix very fast, and we now have, there we go. Anyway, in that quick little update, I kind of ran around and looked at the ship and that kind of thing. But today we're going to actually play with some of the new features, because there's a few things that, well, there's a couple of things we need to do, and then there's a couple of things that we should do, and then there's some things that I want to do, because they're just fun. Let me turn off all my signals. I think we're going to be safe here for a little while. The first thing we need to do is get in and update all of our TIM versions, because Taladin has released a new version to fix a little bug I found in my complete guide to TIM. If you haven't seen that yet, it's an hour long. You may not want to watch it. I understand. But if you are using TIM, please grab the new version. There's some minor changes. There are things that you're probably not going to run across. You can actually just, this is what was updated. This one right here is the one that I found and Tim fixed for me, or Taladin fixed for me. He's so nice. He's awesome. And my guide is now the official guide for the Taladin, for the TIM script. Cool, huh? So that's been updated, but there's another one that's more important to update, and that is, man, we need to get some more lights in here, but we're going to deal with that today because we have a new, new light options. The corner lights have been added into vanilla, which is awesome. Let's see. This is the other one that needs to be updated. This is, what is this? This is M Master's configurable LCDs. We're going to go and grab that again. Configurable automatic LCDs. This is the latest version, and this fixes the problem, check code, that was introduced with the latest, so you can see it's rebooting, and we're going to lose all of our settings that were up here. These are all going to be blank in a few moments because, unknown command. So the thing is, they removed the public and private text features, and they just have this custom data. And so there's just one place to put this in. So now, I don't even remember what was on these panels now. Well, I think this one might have been ice and hydrogen. So if we do, let's see, I think it was tanks, hydrogen, something like that. Honestly, it's been a while. So let's just hit OK and see if it works. It says it doesn't do anything. Oh, right, because what used to be in here, it was in the title. So now we're going to use text commands. That should do it. No, that's not a thing. I don't know how that works anymore. Edit text, missing tank type. Oh, it's tank star hydrogen. Ah, that's right. That's right. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Tanks star hydrogen, and then we can actually say T : star, which means just the ones on the current grid. So I guess we don't need to use this title. That would still be oh, no, that's right. That's right. We do need that. Okay, there we go. Our tanks are back up. So I'll re-enter all of these things. I don't see that. Oh, this one was damage. Hang on. This one we can do. Let's see. Does this work? So in theory, damage. Does that do it? Unknown command public. No damage blocks found. Perfect. Yeah, I'll fiddle with those later. The next thing I want to play with, let's see, I'll get the other Tim later. That's the other one. They've added in some different LCDs, and here actually I wanted to do this down here. So now we don't have to block a window in order to put up an LCD. Let's take a quick look. If we jump over to, where do I keep LCDs? Man, I can't even tell what things are anymore. LCD. Yeah, see, there's these new kinds of corner LCDs. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so there's 4 different kinds. So this is a bottom corner. And if I scroll, this is a bottom, like, flat. And then this is top flat. And then this appears to be... No. Come on. What are you doing? That is not the right button. You are so wrong. What thing are you doing? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Okay, hang on. This is actually the one I wanted. So now we can actually have a few of these guys up here. And each one of these is an LCD, but it only has room for 1 or 2 lines of text. So we can do things like, oh yeah, the corner LCDs, there we go, are fixed. It took a little while for him to figure that out, but, oh, here we go. It was grabbing more parts. And then that should update. That should update. Okay, so now if we wanted to, we could actually take this center one here. I keep doing that. And we could name it, let's do bridge corner C, and I'll do L and R for the other 2. And we can store something like just speed. Unknown command public. Yeah. Give it a second, and it should switch over. Speed. There we go. And so now as we move the ship, you know, I can actually look up and see the speed right there. Not that I can't see it down in the corner, but if I had this off and we start moving, you can see 11 meters per second, and then I can stop, and it doesn't update very often. That's the only problem there. Oh, and I know why. I know why it doesn't update very often. So that should drop to 0 again. The reason it doesn't update very often is by default, the LCD script, I think we can just go into edit and look at it here. It only does 1 panel per cycle. And our timer is only running once per second. So if I tell it to do 5 panels per step, or how many, it's basically going to do 5 panels per second. So compilation, remember and exit, guess now we could hit remember and exit and then recompile down there. It's just a thought. So now it's going to reboot. And now if we start moving, we should see it update a little more often. Yeah. 1.3, 3.1, 0.5. Yeah, it's updating a lot more often. And that would explain why these damage block ones were not updating as fast either. Because we have a lot of these panels around. And now they're, let's see. So we've got more than 5. I should probably set it to do 10 per cycle. Especially if they're not updating all that often and we're not having any problems with sim speed. There shouldn't be an issue with running, say, 10 of them or whatnot. You know, I keep turning my lights off, expecting everything to be fine, but we haven't put up very many lights. And so this area is just dark. I need to put up like spotlights and then the new corner lights are going to be great. So actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to put up some corner lights. I'm going to put that over here. Yeah. And there. These are the new corner lights. So we're not going to be putting any more of those up in for a little while. Obviously, we can't put them underneath the hangar doors. Wow. Those new hangar doors are... I don't know if I like those or not. They're pretty cool, but yeah. So let's see. If we put these here and here and oh yeah. Okay. And then maybe here and here. Let's see how that does. Be really nice if I could do... Let's see. We'll just come over here and grab this. These new button panels don't work quite as well on their sides as the old ones did, but that's okay. I just want to jump in here and find the corner lights and do my standard. I want low intensity, high radius. Really didn't make any difference. Is that my imagination? Did that not make any difference at all? But yeah, that's not doing anything. That's unfortunate. That's got to be a bug. Oh, sad days. All right, well, we might be running around with a flashlight anyway. I'm sure if I put in some spotlights, it'll be good. Maybe I'll stick them in the corners of this room, and I'll do that later, though. I'm not going to do that on your time. You don't need to see me putting in spotlights. Well, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Well, so in the last split second for you has been several days for me, and a lot has happened. I mean, a lot. For one thing, I reloaded the world, and these corner lights are actually working properly. I can even adjust them and whatnot, so I'm not sure what that was about. And they actually are lighting up this area, which is great. So we just kind of want to put in a few more corner lights coming down this direction. I've also put out a couple of videos since this. I put out 7 new features that something. Oh, what in the... Okay. There's no oxygen in that block. That's... Okay. I'm not sure if that's new or not, but there's no oxygen inside of the airlock block. That's not a big deal, though. The other thing that's happened is Tal Maru, I think that's the way it's pronounced, the maker of this awesome emissive strips mod, has made a really cool new change. Oh, I need to be careful. This is the thing that killed me last time. You know what? I'm going to turn off that welder. I really want to get rid of that extra piece there. Welder for decoy off. Probably should just put a sensor in here, but whatever. Okay. That looks good. So, unfortunately, we've actually changed the way the angles work on that. but he put in an emissive strip that would work on that angle, as well as I think some of my other ones that I wasn't able to do before. But he also added in an even better feature, which this is the one that I'm really excited about. He broke up emissive strips into 3 different groups. So now, instead of having to scroll through all of the different types of emissive strips, we can now actually just go, so this one just have the ones with the O on them, and then this one has all the corners, and then this one has all of just the flat single block ones without the circle in them. Cool, huh? That is so much better. It was so hard to scroll around and find the exact one you wanted. All right, so now let's see. So this is the one with all the corners in. Let's find that new one and see. So we've got, yeah, so this is the one. This one and its inverted version are the ones that I didn't have before. And so, oh, actually, that was the one that that I wanted. There it is. So before I wouldn't have been able to place on that angle, but now I can. Unfortunately, that angle is no longer there. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure that'll come in handy again at some point in time. So thank you. Thank you very much, Tal Maru. That is very useful. Oh, see, here's another example. Well, and of course, it won't work there either, but that's the kind of thing that that's for. All right. Let's see there. There's a good spot for it. No. I'm going to put one in just so that it's not a wasted thing. I mean, he put this in sort of for me. And of course, I don't have any interior plate. Never mind. All right. Let's get back to the other stuff. I love that mod. That is definitely one of my favorites. So the next thing that we need to do now... oh, here comes the sun. Wow. Oh, it's just peeking around the moon. Oh, this game's so gorgeous. Anyway, the next thing that we want to do is start preparing for landing on the moon, which means I'm going to need to get my landing gear in order, but I also need a way to get down to the planet, or down to the surface, and I'd like to not have to use my jetpack to do it. So,
Mod of the day
is a boarding ramp, and I can't remember who made it. Darn it. I'll put it up top of the screen there. And so this boarding ramp will actually slide down and hopefully touch the surface. I've never played with this before, so we're gonna try it out. But in order to try it out, we kind of need to cut a hole in the ship, and we're going to lose a bunch of oxygen. So I've been wanting to put an airlock block right here for quite some time. So let's actually make that happen. I'll get rid of this emissive strip, and I'll probably redo those anyway. And let's find that airlock block. Let's see. This is the one. Throw that in right here. I'll do my emissive strips later, so I don't need to worry about that. We don't want that to be green. Throw that like that. And now, when we... Where's the highlight? Oh, yes. Keep saying that. Thank you, Igor. There we go. I've been working in creative a little bit too much recently. I expect blocks to just be instantly there when I place them down. All right, so now we can depressurize this area and not worry too much about it. Let's make sure my helmet is on. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what happens. Okay, it looks like this is going to work pretty well. So I put in a little angled piece here, and I moved it over one so it's not on the visible side. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'll show you later. And put in a button panel over there to open and close the ramp, and then this should just walk us right down. And that actually looks like it works pretty darn well. Just need to make sure that the landing gear in the right spot, like I said before, and we need to set this guy up. So let's go ahead and set this guy up. So go find this ramp. drop it in as number 4, open, close. And now we can open that up and close it. Now we'll probably put one... We don't need one on the outside. I was thinking we should put one on the outside, but honestly, if for some reason it's closed and we want to use it, we've got the antenna, and we can just remote in and do that. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Okay. I want to find out if this is airtight, and the easiest way to do that is just to put in a vent. Igor! Thank you. Alright. Oh, that's completely rotated. And it looks like, yeah, see, it's yellow. So that means that it is indeed not airtight. For now, I think this area of the ship's just going to have to be not airtight. And I'm okay with that, because this is more of a maintenance area anyway. And we'll just go in and out with this. Yeah, that works. Alright, so now let's get some landing gear on this puppy. I mean, there's one that I threw in an emergency situation that I just kind of slapped on the front of the ship there. But that's not at all where we want one. For one thing, we need it to be kind of raised up into the ship by 1 block. But I'm kind of thinking we can put them out here somewhere. Like if I put them right here, like this. There you go. Yeah, like that. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. So where are my things? Here they are. Oh yeah, I like that look. That looks good. Kind of feels like it. You know, I don't know. I like that though. Igor, thank you. And then let's line that up so it was 1 slant. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. And find... I wouldn't mind having a 3rd landing gear somewhere up the front. And keep in mind, the trailer will always be in space. It's never going to land on a planet. And if we ever, for some reason, want to land the trailer on a planet, we'll figure that out at that time. But the plan right now is that just the front will be touching down under normal circumstances. It's really not a good optimal place to put a landing gear on the front of this guy. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to stick with the back two, but that'll be okay. That'll be okay. If anybody's got a good idea of where to put one on the front here, or even 2, that's not a bad idea. I actually could kind of put one like kind of in line with that in this area. We'll figure it out later. I could also put them on the pontoon. Nope, there's no really space on these nacelles out here. Okay, I think we're gonna have to be okay with those locations, and I am okay with those locations. I actually really like the look of that, having them kind of inset a little bit there. All right, that is definitely enough time for this episode, and we'll get more done in the next one. Between this one and next, I actually am not entirely confident with my stores, and I don't want to land without a little bit more ice than I currently have. So I am going to go and jump to a nearby asteroid, and then we will come back to land, because I want some ice. That's not the right button. Finding the yellow spot in these things is not necessarily the easiest thing. You know what? I'm going to do one last thing. Really quickly. I have more than once wished I had a camera on the front of this thing. So we're going to stick a camera on the front of the MBT somewhere. I'd like to have it on the... Well, actually, I wouldn't mind having it on the top somewhere. How about right there? Yeah, that's a good spot. Okay. Where's my cameras? Right there. And the new camera model don't know which goes up. Is it like this or like this? It's got to be like that because the light is in the lower left-hand corner on the picture that they haven't updated yet. Let's find out. Okay. MBT. And then this new camera is going to be camera front. View. Hey, that's me. Hello. All right. And then if I hold Alt, I can still look around and I can zoom. And this is the thing that I really wanted. The new background, like star background that they put in, it's pretty and all, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think I might actually have to go find a replacement background. Not only is it kind of like pixelated when you zoom in, but there's these little splotches around that make it hard to tell what's an asteroid and what's not. So, for example, you might think that that dot right there is an asteroid. It's not. It's just part of the background. And I'm pretty sure I saw some asteroids around. I think that might be a moon. That is actually, it's a really funky shaped moon because we're far enough away that the level of detail is low, but that is the moon. I don't think we're going to find any asteroids very close, so I might have to jump quite a ways away. And hopefully I'll find myself... Ooh, that's new. Ooh, that's birdie. That's the new jump animation, I guess. Oh, hello, lag. Nice to meet you. Yeah, okay. So it might take me a little bit to find a... Oh, no, look. There it is. There's an asteroid. I think. Yeah, there we go. That is an asteroid. Okay. So we're going to jump over to there. That's probably less than 30 kilometers. But like I said, I'm going to jump over there. I'm going to get some ice. And it's probably not going to be super exciting. So I'm going to do my outro now. Except for I want to go 12 kilometers. It's probably not enough, but we'll see. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. It's a very fun channel, I think. I think I just jumped completely past that asteroid. Did I? Or, yeah, I just jumped completely past that asteroid. It's got to be behind me. It is. I'm just going to back up until we get there. So hit that subscribe button and check out my other videos. I've been having a whole lot of fun making videos recently, and I would love for you to enjoy them as well. And that's all. As always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech. Okay, I just had to come back and show you this. This asteroid reads like a shopping list of, like, look at this. I need cobalt, iron, gold, platinum, and I could use some uranium, and that's basically the contents of this. I also need ice, and there doesn't appear to be any on this asteroid. But, oh, no. That's ice down there. That has to be ice on the bottom side. So this, like I said, other than gold, this asteroid is basically a shopping list. This is amazing. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to gather all this stuff, and, yeah. I'll be back next episode. Thanks for watching.